Hi, it's Cheryl with Caribbean Country Lifestyle. So it's actually cooled down quite a bit. It's August the 22nd today. I'm pretty sure it's the 22nd. And it's only 11 degrees. It's only going to get to a high of 16 degrees Celsius today. So I decided I'm going to plant some fall vegetables, and those I don't have a big window of time here, so I'm going to plant some French breakfast radishes. I also am going to plant some more Chinese Toy Choi because the French breakfast radishes, it has here that they are ready in where did I see that? It's like 23 days it has here. And then the Chinese Toy Choi only takes 35 days. The spinach takes 43 days, so that might be pushing it a little bit. And I've been trying to grow this romaine lettuce, and it takes 40 to 60 days. So all I'm going to do is I will plant the romaine lettuce seeds and see what happens. I'm not really have a lot of expectations out of the romaine lettuce, but the radishes and the Chinese Toy Choi should have a long enough time to be able to, we can get some vegetables out of those. So with the radishes, it has to space the seeds a ½ inch apart, and then once they get established, then I will thin them out to 2 inches apart with the French breakfast radishes. So I've dug a little trench. I've got my lovely assistant Buzz to help me out here. He has just been brushing up against me and won't leave me alone. So I think he wants to help. So I am going to plant these radishes. I went to see my surgeon on Wednesday, last Wednesday, and he actually said that I don't need to wear this sling when I'm at home, unless it's kind of, for me, it's like a gentle reminder that, yeah, you have a sore arm, so quit trying to do everything. And I'm not a very good patient, especially when, Buzz, I don't need your help. You're going to end up knocking too many into here. So, no, you have to go down. Not quite what he was expecting. He wants to help, but holy, he's a little needy. So we'll put the rest of these radish seeds back in the bag. And we just got a really good rain last night, so I'm just going to kind of cover these seeds up a little bit. I've planted the Chinese Toy Choi. This will be the third planting that I've had from the Chinese Toy Choi. So it produces, you know, really quite quickly. So I am going to move on, and I think we'll plant the spinach next. I tried planting my spinach in behind my carrots, but it it didn't seem to want to do very good there. I don't know if it just didn't get enough sun. So I'm going to plant them where I planted my Chinese Toy Choi, and we'll see if it does better over here. I've started picking, Buzz, you're going to have to wait. I've started picking the dragon tongue bush beans, and I tried tried one of them and they are quite good. Like, they're good raw. So I hope they're as good when I cook them as they are with them being raw. Like, they were quite a nice little snack to have. So that's my spinach. I'm just gonna bury the seeds a bit. Got them here right beside my onion sets. And like I say, this spinach, this is the Ava hybrid spinach, and it takes 43 days to maturity. I'll have to look up when our first frost is expected, but I figure last year they said our first frost was the middle of September, and it wasn't. I don't think we got our first frost until the first week of October last year. So they weren't right about that. So okay, next I will plant the Chinese Toy Choi, but I'm gonna have to find a different spot for that. So I have a Toscano kale, which otherwise known as the dinosaur kale, and I have a spot here that the sun gets to it pretty good. I'm just going to move some of this straw mulch, and then I'll get my little shovel. And I will just dig a little trench in here for these seeds. This is where I was trying to grow my romaine lettuce and it didn't want to grow. So I don't know if I should just... The romaine lettuce seeds are dated for 2017. So it could be just that they're old seeds, and that's why I seem to be having such a problem with them. So let's plant this Chinese Toy Choi. And like I say, it only takes 35 days to be ready for harvest. So I really like that. And it is just like your baby bok choy, which we really enjoy a lot. So, and I have, this is right beside that, and then it's beside my kale, and also beside my butternut squash, which I have growing up my panel support. So, I will, whoa, losing my balance. Going to just bury these seeds a little bit. Oh, friendly little earthworm in here. Tomorrow is actually, it's only supposed to get to 16 degrees Celsius today, but tomorrow's supposed to be 23 and sunny. So that'll be nice. My son went to go visit his dad for a week, and so I had to get a hold of the girl that I had hired to do our chores and feed the animals for when we were on holidays. So I had to get her to come and help me be able to pack the water and feed the pigs. It's just, that part of the job is a little bit too hard for me. So I'm still getting help with that. Okay, I've decided I'm going to plant my this is the Little Gem lettuce, and that's a romaine, a type of a romaine lettuce. And I am just going to plant this quite heavily and see what happens. Some of these seeds have got to take. And there, I'm done. Planted the whole pack. We'll see what happens. I'll cover them a little bit with some soil. Not very much. This is where I had my radishes from before. And I've been picking out quite a bit of the leaves off of my spaghetti squash because they have been getting some kind of powdery mildew all over the leaves. And the stuff up on the top though is looking good, but the leaves that are hanging down here are just have a lot of powdery mildew. So I want to show you a few things that have been going. It's been a week since I did a little tour the last time. So here are my Brussels sprouts. So I've noticed that they are actually starting to produce little Brussels sprouts in here. Like, they're so tiny you can barely even see them. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get Brussels sprouts from these or not. We'll just have to wait and see. But look at these beans. Those are my bush beans. I have been picking bush beans. I'm going to have to pick some more. Lots. It's just covered in bush beans. But I have tomatoes ripening. Look at down here. And I move this and look, I have, this is my New Girl tomatoes. I got one that's ripening there. Another one right there. These are my sweet sunset peppers. So I have those there, and on this side are the sweet heat. So I have one right there, another one underneath it, another one in behind it. Got a few growing there with more, and I've got lots on this one here as well. You can see them. I got one. Oh, look, there's one starting to color. There it is, getting the color on it. Look at this poblano pepper. That is awesome. And I've got another one growing in here. And I got a bunch more of poblano peppers there. Still waiting for my natural black cherries to ripen. Not much happening with those. Got to get my husband to tie some more supports on my tomatoes. Okay. Oh, look at that zinnia. That is so cute. How it has a blotch of red right there. But these ones are more of a speckled one. Yeah. Okay. Okay, these are the Carnival Blend tomatoes. Lots of tomatoes. I cut these back and pruned them back again. Lots of tomatoes growing in. And then my Brandywine. Not quite as many as the Carnival Blend, but they're doing okay. My calendula. Okay, we're gonna come over here. This is some more of the Sweet Sunset. And two more Sweet Sunset. Lots of peppers growing on there. This is my California Wonder and a Carnival Blend. And then over in the corner here, those are my Satsuma Hybrid tomato or peppers as well. Only have a few of the Oxheart tomatoes. Not very many. This is my favorite though. I just love the shape of it. But they're coming along. Got some cute zinnias there in the background. All my sunflowers. I'm gonna have to deadhead some of my sunflowers. My bush beans, they need to be picked. And then we have my dragon tongue bush beans. Now look at these. Aren't those cool with the stripies on them? Those are the ones that I said I tried, and they actually tasted quite good. And here's my Peter Pan squash. I am getting ready to pick that. And like I say, you cook it up just like you would with a zucchini. You can cut it up and saute it with onions or whichever. I have another yellow zucchini in there. I have a green zucchini in there. And look at my nasturtiums are finally flowering. But look at this morning glory. There's quite a few buds on that now. It's so cute. It's just got quite a few buds on there. And my pickling cucumbers got nowhere to go now. It's just right out the top. Oh look! There's a little pickled cucumber, potential pickled cucumber in the works. I've put clamps on my cauliflower, and that's just so they can produce their heads and not have a bunch of bugs getting in there. And here are my strawberries still. They got a good drink of water last night. And this morning, I heard it raining this morning when I woke up. I was gonna take these snap peas down, but they're still producing some snap peas. Not quite ready to give up yet. And with this cooler weather, they might get a second run on them. We'll just not be too hasty about taking those out yet. And last week, I had did molasses food for my tomatoes. So not this last weekend, I wouldn't be doing adding another dose of that, but next weekend I will do another dose of the molasses feed and see how that ends up turning out. I've picked quite a few cucumbers in the last few days. I have, I don't know, 4 regular cucumbers and 2 of the pickling cucumbers that I've picked from the garden. And I've been picking a lot of beans. So I actually have to grab my basket and pick some more beans. So the shoulder seems to be doing okay. The surgeon asked if I had any concerns, and I said that I was still having some pain at night when I was sleeping. And he said over the course of the next 3 weeks that the pain will get less and less. So that's encouraging. But my next visit with him isn't going to be until December the 13th. And that is to discuss when will be my return back to work date. So I may not be returning back to work until January, but I start physio on September the 1st. So I'm excited to start some physio and kind of get things back to as much normal as I can possibly do that. We processed some of our chickens this last weekend. We did that on Saturday. We did 16 of our chickens. We still have 10 more of the Western Rustics. We did all the broiler chickens, the white broiler chickens. They were ready. They averaged, as far as weight goes, they averaged anywhere from 4 to 5 pounds. Some being slightly over 5 pounds. or over 4 pounds, but in around that 4 and 5 pound mark. We did do a couple of the Western Rustics, but they were just like 2-3 pounds, which is okay, but it's not really enough for our family. Like my son, he can put away quite a bit of food if you give him half a chance. He likes his food, and that's okay. But we are planning to process the rest of our chickens. I think we have the 10 of the Western Rustics, and then we will be doing the roosters of the dual purpose birds, because they are an unsexed birds. When we got them, with them being the dual purpose, I chose to do the unsexed, and so I think we have about 6 or 7 roosters out of the Buff Orpingtons and the Black Astrolors. So we will be processing those along with the Western Rustics in the middle of September. So, but with the 16 chickens that we processed on Saturday, we have pretty much 70 pounds of chicken meat in our freezer. So that's awesome for us. So here's my little haul of what I picked today. So I got my yellow zucchini, green zucchini, my Peter Pan squash, it's so cute, and then look at my beans I picked. So these are the dragon tongue bush beans. Aren't those beautiful? I love, and they taste so good. And then I have a mix of my strike bush beans and my blue pole beans that I have picked as well. I already have quite a few in a bag that's in my fridge, and I think I'm going to process these beans. Probably just will be steaming them and freezing them. Anyways, thanks for joining me for today, and we will talk again soon. Bye for now.